Hey there folks, this is Misadventure for a short reflection video on the Taulantia campaign and some channel update information just because I thought I'd merge these unrelated topics into one video for all of you. So first of all, I wanted to comment that I am struggling to survive right now with my seasonal allergies, so apologies if you can hear me sniffling or weeping in the background as I deal with that. My voice may be affected, and my voice is already pretty hard to understand as it is, so hopefully that's fine. Now, as for the Taulantia campaign, I do want to just quickly say, I think I made the right decision ending it the way that I did. The situation really was kind of hopeless, and I've always tried to run this channel and be a YouTuber who's very transparent and completely honest with all of you about what I'm thinking, what I'm planning, and that includes being honest in my appraisal of a situation. And in that situation, I just didn't see a way out for the Taulantia campaign. I think a couple people have made comments sort of like saying that they also have struggled with similar situations. And when it comes to Rome, Rome really does have so many advantages. At the end of the day, I do feel like I misplayed, and I'm the YouTuber, I'm the one who's making the content, I'm the one with the microphone, I'm the one who's asking all of you to sit down and watch these lengthy videos, these very, very involved videos. And I should have been more careful in planning out the barbarian invasion arc of the Taulantia campaign, as it were. Unfortunately, I just didn't really quite know enough about the Punic War mechanics to make those calls correctly, and that is my mistake, and I am sorry for that. And that's a kind of misplay that I won't let happen again in the future with future Imperator Rome content, at least not at that scale, because this wasn't just like one mistake. This was a mistake which escalated into a campaign-ending problem, so apologies for that. Now, I actually overall think the Taulantia campaign was broadly a pretty big success and an important experience for this channel. I think that the new focus on planning and kind of broader goals has been really enjoyable for me, and people seem to resonate with that. The first video of that campaign is my most popular video on my channel by quite a large amount. It's well over 1,000 views, which is just crazy to me. But people seem to really like that kind of content, or at least they're interested enough to click on a first video and check it out. And the second video's view count is a better reflection of how many people liked the first video enough to stick around and see where it goes. So all that being said, I really, really appreciate all of you for giving the Taulantia campaign a chance. And I do definitely intend to be back with more content in this game, and perhaps in other games as well. I think that there are a few other games that I really want to play on the channel, and I won't ever go away from Imperator Rome anytime soon. This is definitely my comfort zone at the minute, but it's also a very involved and stressful game to play, especially the way that I play it. So I want to make sure that I have that I'm in the right mood to make content for it, and not just do it because I feel obligated to. And this leads me into the next topic for the video. Now, since the Taulantia campaign did end, even though I'm actually not feeling too shaken by that at this point, I've reflected on it. It's a learning experience, but I can move on and I can make more content. However, it also presents a pretty obvious moment of transition for the channel, because now there's no active campaign and I have to start a new one. And I was reflecting on where I am in my real life, in my IRL life, as it were, with the stuff going on in my personal life, and I decided to take a short hiatus from the channel. Now, I do want to give you the full context for this because I want to be, again, transparent and honest with my audience. And this is something about my personal life I've actually not really talked about, or I've sort of avoided talking about too directly. I'm actually a full-time law student. I go to law school. I am actually about to graduate law school this semester. And if you know anything about law students or law school, you'll know what's coming for me in July of this year. Yes, I'm taking the bar exam, which is a 2-day, let's see, how long is it per day? I think 6 hours per day. It's a big test, basically. It's a very, very, very big test. And I'm going to be tested on every area of American law that's widely practiced. And I've been preparing for the bar exam directly for a number of months and sort of indirectly for a number of years. But the next couple months of my life are going to be the most intensive academic experience of my life. And it's very, very important for a large number of reasons that I don't fail the bar exam under the circumstances that I'm in. And I wanted to tell you all this about my situation to explain why I'm taking this hiatus. It's not because I'm upset about the Taulantia campaign ending. Like I said, it is what it is. And I'm actually feeling the itch to make more Imperator Rome content anyways. We'll talk about that in a moment. But looking at my my obligations coming up, it's not just a case of if I don't pass this test on the first try and I can take it again later, which I can. You know, there's financial obligations, right? You know, law school's expensive, and I can't play around with my financial obligations in real life. So looking at everything, I'm having to kind of let go of a number of things in my personal life and put them on hold while the bar exam is looming, and there's a lot of preparation to do. And I decided that releasing new content on the channel is one of those things I'm going to put on hold. I'm not abandoning the channel. I want to make that very clear. I will be back after the bar exam with new series. However, the stress and the kind of involvement of making and not really making the series, but publishing the series and sort of watching the community response, that's a pretty involved thing for me, and I want to make sure I do it at the highest level that I can. I'm definitely kind of a perfectionist, if you haven't noticed. And I've decided it's going to be too stressful to juggle that alongside the much, much more important bar exam preparation. So I'm going to be taking a hiatus for a number of months. I will make content and like record videos in the background during this hiatus, and I'll release stuff on a regular basis again once I return. I actually think that I might do a couple different series, one Imperator Rome series, possibly some other content with other games that I like playing. I'm still thinking that through. My community has only ever seen Imperator Rome content from me, so let me know in the comments down below, actually, if you want to see other games from me on this channel in any given genre that you might like. The recurring thing you can expect would be my style of commentary would be the same for any game that I play. So if that's what you like, then you may not really care what game I play. Either way, I wanted to give you this update and explain why I'm going to be a little absent for a couple months. The channel is going to live on. I will return, and I'm definitely pretty invested. Making content for this channel is just fun for me. I really, really enjoy it, and making videos in the interim for me will be a stress reliever from the bar prep, but actually releasing the videos and maintaining the channel as an active channel, that's a kind of stress that I don't think I can put up with during the bar exam preparation if I want to pull it off on the first try, which is quite important. So sorry for this rambly video. I don't know if any of this makes sense to anybody, but I am full of emotions and also full of mucus from the seasonal allergies. So all that being said, I'm now going to take a couple months to take a hiatus from the channel. Thank you all so much for being with me on this journey. It's been a transformative experience to see this channel grow from such a humble place to be still in quite a humble place. But nonetheless, having developed something of a little audience that seems to like my content, I'll be back in a couple months with some more Imperator Rome content and some other content potentially. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.